Hello, my United fans. We are back after the derby. It was not a nice one at all. We ended up losing the match. That was Eric Ten Hag's first derby against Pep Guardiola. Man, I must confess, City they were on another class, another level. But there is much room for improvement for Manchester United, and I believe our coach will work on the boys and will see one or two mistakes and then correct them. Because actually, in the first half, we were bad, and the second half, it was very, very good. I think the second half was far better than the first half. Actually, we won the second half, 3-2. Yeah, that was how good it was. I think Eric Ten Hag will really address the team. He's a good coach. I believe in him. I trust in our manager. So, but before I go on doing the player ratings, please do not forget to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Starting with the gear, I'll say all the goals today. I can't really think of anyone he will have been able to stop. Haaland was a beast. True. That guy is a monster. He's a monster of a player. His 3 goals, Foden as well. Wow, what a player. I don't think the guy will have done anything. So I'm giving him a 4. A 4, yeah. A 4. Then left back, Tyra Malaysia. He was a shadow of himself today. I didn't recognize him. Maybe it was too much for him. But he then had to start with the winning team, so I understood why he started the game, and I'm not faulting the lad. He did his best, but I believe he will have done even much better. So for Malaysia, I'm giving him a 3. Jagu Dalat. I think other than the first yellow card he received in the first few minutes of the game, he was pretty decent. He couldn't really. You couldn't fault him for any of the goals because I think he handled Jack Grealish very well. He handled him very well. Yeah. So, but I think he will have done even better than what he did. So for Dalot, 4 for Dalot. Now over to Scott McTominay. Wow, Scott McTominay. Casemiro, this is your time to come in now. Scott was really poor. He was really poor. The midfield was not run properly. He didn't defend. He didn't really protect the back four properly. The game was too much for him. For Scott, I'm giving him a 3. Ericsson. What can I say about Ericsson today? He was pretty poor. He was really poor. He was not really pulling strings, especially in the first half. In the second half, yes, he did organize the midfield a bit, but overall rating for Ericsson, I'm giving him a 4. For Bruno Fernandes was anonymous in this very match. Nobody to feed him the ball. Ericsson was not really playing, so he can't play. Obviously, if Ericsson is not playing, he's not playing. So he was actually anonymous today. So for Bruno, I'm giving him a 3. Anthony, oh, what a wonderful player. Yeah, I think when United starts dominating the game, he will have a very big role to play for us. He's quite tricky. The goal he scored was out of this world. It was a very nice goal. His movement was nice as well. We just need to dominate the game for us to get the best out of Anthony. So for Anthony, I'm giving him a 7 for this match. Then over to the left wing, Sancho. Sancho he was actually anonymous too as well. I was struggling to see him. There was a chance he had in the second half. If he would have controlled that ball a little bit better, I think it would have been a great chance for us. So for Sancho, I'm giving him a 4. For Marcus Rashford, I don't think he was anonymous in this very game. He didn't play like the Marcus Rashford we know, and coming into this game here, he won the best player of September. Well, I know it's because of injury, and again, the game plan, it didn't really work to fit his style of play. So for Marcus Rashford, I'm giving him a 3. Yeah, I think I skipped Varane, and that's Varane and Martinez. For Varane, he was injured in the first half. The goals were out of this world. They did their bits. They did their best. For Varane, I'm giving him a 4. Martinez, I think before the game, there was this talk going around trending about him facing Haaland when he was at Ajax and Haaland was at Dortmund at the time. and him coming out on top. But today, Haaland really came out on top. He came out on top. So for Martinez, I'm giving him a 4. Yeah, a 4. So over to the substitutes. Casemiro, he didn't really have much to do. He came into the team, but I felt he did better than Scott McTominay. So for Casemiro, I'm giving him a 6. I think this is the right time now for him to start playing for United, because obviously with the vast experience he has a lot to bring into the team. So Casemiro starts as going forward. So over to Luke Shaw. He was far better than Malaysia today, I must say. In the second half, he gave that left back wing a better stability. So for Luke Shaw, I'm giving him a 5. I'm giving him a 5. Yeah. Going to Marshall, Anthony Marshall. He obviously scored 2 goals for us in the second half. Other than that, he was a bit anonymous too, but because of the goals he scored, I'm giving him a 6. Then I think who again? Thinking Fred. Fred, when he came in, he didn't really have a lot of time to really make an impact on the game, but he did his own bit. So for Fred, I'm giving him a 5. Lindelof, I almost forgot the lad. When he came in, I'll say he did his bit too. He did his bit too. He couldn't do more than what he did, from what I saw. So for Lindelof, I'm giving him a 4. Yeah. So over to Erik ten Hag. Erik ten Hag, this was his first Manchester derby, and truly, in the first half, it was poor. And watching him, he was really reading the game. I saw him reading the game like a proper coach will do. And when he came out in the second half, the boys came out in the second half, they performed better than the first half. So with time, I think he will instill the right mentality to this football club, and will be better. Will be better. So I love the test. This test was a very big one for him. I think he has learned from his mistakes. Obviously, he's a teacher. I see him as a teacher, so he'll coach these boys better in the next game and in future games like against Manchester City. We'll live to fight another time, another day. So for Erik ten Hag, I'm giving him a 5. Yeah, a 5. I'm giving him a 5. So I think that sums up the player ratings for the day. So our next match is against Omonia Nicosia from Cyprus in the Europa League on Thursday. I think Erik ten Hag will tweak 1 or 2 things and start play one or 2 players he didn't start with in this very match, like the likes of Casemiro, Fred. I think they will come into this match, and Ronaldo obviously, because he didn't have a minute in this game. So going forward, it will be better. It will be better, my United fans. So let's take heart from this. Let's learn our lessons. Let's learn. Let's take it that we are learning. We are still. It's always going to be a bumpy ride this season. Last season was very, very awful. So it's not going to be a miracle this season. So it's going to be a bumpy ride because we still have players from last season in this team. So with time, Erik ten Hag will make these boys, will make this team. In Erik ten Hag, I trust. He'll take us. He's taking us to the promised land. So this is a one-off, I believe. This is a one-off. So fellow Man United fans, I would love to end the video here. Please do not forget to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. Until we meet next time, take care of yourself. See ya. Cheers.